We're going to talk today about protein. A few things that I get asked quite often are, does it really matter what kind of protein I'm getting as long as I'm getting it? The answer is yes, yes, yes. Lots of my clients ask me about fish. Is that a good source of protein? Absolutely, it's a great source of protein. However, I want you to watch when you're buying fish, when you're out buying it to grill at home or cook at home, or when you're out at a restaurant. Find out if it's wild caught or if it's farm raised. This is a controversial topic, wild caught versus farm raised, but I will tell you that I am not a fan of farm raised. If any of you have spent any time with me, you know that I like things closest to their whole natural source. So fish live in the ocean, they live in lakes and ponds independent of us helping them. So I like to get my fish wild caught. You will hear proponents of farm raised fish say, well, it's more sustainable for the environment. I'm sorry, that's not a good enough argument for me. I am sticking with wild caught. It's fresher, it's more flavorful, and omega-3s tend to be higher. I just think of all of these fish on top of each other in a pond being fed nutrients that probably aren't as healthy as it would be in the wild, and being supplemented a lot of things in order to get their nutrients up in value. So I'm not a huge fan. Secondly, I'm a huge proponent of grass-fed beef. The meat and milk from grass-fed cows tends to be higher in conjugated linoleic acid, CLA. CLA has been shown to play a significant role in reducing cancer in humans. Grass-fed beef is shown to have higher amounts of vitamin E, which has tons of cardiovascular benefits. Do the research, it's pretty overwhelming. Now that I've told you where your protein should come from, let's talk about the type of protein that you should eat. There's lots of research out there to back up almost any kind of diet that you want to go on these days. Now, I'm not here to tell you to not eat animal meat or to eat animal meat. I'm just going to tell you that you need to be getting enough protein every day, however you choose to get it. If you choose to eat animal protein, I want you to get it from clean sources. If you choose to be a vegetarian, I want you to also get that from clean sources. Now remember, I like recommending things that go back to the whole food source. So I'm sorry, I'm going to step on some vegetarian toes right now. I am not a fan of Boca burgers. No, I'm not at all. There are tons of preservatives and chemicals and crap in there that you just don't need. Make your own bean burgers. Make your own beet burgers. There's tons of vegetarian things that you can make out there that are healthy for you. Remember, go back to eating whole foods. That's where you're going to gain the most nutrients. One book that I really do like, it's an old school book. Dr. Peter D'Adamo wrote it. It's called Eat Right for Your Type. You know, I always ask people what their blood type is. And I find that more O blood types tend to need more animal protein. A blood types can do okay as vegetarians. Bs and ABs, they're kind of a mix. Like I said before, I'm not here to tell you to stop eating meat or to start eating meat. I'm just recommending that you do a little bit of research on your own and get good, clean sources of protein, however you choose to get them. Now, final question. How much protein should I eat a day? I have a friend in the personal training world, and he says that he usually recommends that women get 0.6 to 0.75 grams of protein per pound of body weight. Ladies, if you weigh 150 pounds, that means a minimum of 90 grams of protein a day. Does anybody think that's a lot? Because I feel like, holy cow, I do such a crappy job. Men, it's a little bit higher for you. He recommends 0.8 to 1.2 grams of protein per pound of body weight. So gentlemen, if you weigh 245 pounds, that is 196 grams of protein a day. Wow, is anybody else shocked by that? Now, I am assuming that this is when you're working out, but even still, even if you're not working out, the numbers are staggering high. So do your research online. You can certainly find more information. I'm not a nutritionalist, but these are just kind of the rules of thumb that I go by. I hope this has helped you maybe just start researching a little bit more about protein, good protein sources, where you can get certain proteins, and also remember you need to be getting enough protein during the day in order for your body to function. So I think a lot of us are running around malnourished, so we need to get busy.